really nice Corvette. It is so busy and hectic here, guys. This is just insane. So I'm a little starstruck awesome, right now.
Bro. No, you're good. That's cool as hell, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Dude, getting the suspension done by an expert makes such a freaking big difference. What's up, guys? My name is Carlos. Thanks for tuning into the channel. So today we are going to be taking the S1000 to my first motorcycle meetup. I literally just picked up this bike not even a week ago. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I don't know anyone at this meetup because I've been just out of it for so long. All my friends that I used to ride with, they're like on other parts of the country or they're stopped riding in general. So this is going to be a completely new experience in regards to a motorcycle journey. I'm actually quite a bit nervous because I just don't know anybody, but I need to make new friends. And so this is going to be a good opportunity to just, talk to people and just, like maybe find a couple of riding buddies that I can go with. So the bike meet is going to be at UsedBikesDirect, which is pretty famous for making like pretty big motorcycle meetups here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'm looking forward to it. There's going to be a few YouTubers there that hopefully maybe I can talk to a couple of them, just, introduce myself, say hi and stuff like that. And they're having different things like a stunt bike show and including some suspension tuning, which is actually going to be really good for this bike because I've had it for a week, but the suspension is not set up for my weight and stuff. So I can actually feel it on the bike a little bit. So I'm actually looking forward to getting the suspension tuned for my weight specifically so that this bike rides exactly how I expect it to ride. So another thing I'm really looking forward to. And with that being said, let us get geared up, get on the road and headed over there. Alrighty, let us get going. Yeah, not gonna lie, guys, I am pretty nervous about it. I mean, it's one of those things, everybody's there to have a good time. Usually I would say at these bigger meets, there's at least somebody that knows someone. And yeah, I just don't know anybody, and it's only been a week since I've had this bike, so I haven't had a time to kind of just hit anybody up on social media or any of that kind of stuff to be like, hey, you guys want to go riding together? So literally me just going here is gonna be my first time going through there. Got my leg bag all set up to go and we are ready to go. I have to get gas out of my way though. I should bring freaking some shades. Bring some shades because it's gonna be bright. Bring my little bag. This leg bag is actually pretty useful. I got it on Amazon and everything, so I'll have links in the description if you guys are curious about it. It only cost I think 20 bucks or something like that. It was actually pretty cheap. Try that again. It is an absolutely beautiful day though to go out riding, so I'm looking forward to that. Alright, let's get going. I'm looking forward to getting the suspension tuned to my weight. That's one thing I was actually honestly not sure how I was going to get that figured out and find a suspension guy, because usually they're kind of hard to find. It's just something like kind of a niche. It requires not only the bike but the passenger, or not passenger, but the rider in full gear so that they can get the proper weight. Be able to get the suspension dialed in just right, because it makes a world of difference when the bike set up for your specific weight and stuff. It rides smoother, it handles corners much better. So being able to have that is going to be a huge difference that I didn't expect to be able to have right out of the gate. I thought I was going to have to find someone. So the fact that they got a suspension guy there at this bike meetup that's doing specifically suspension tuning, that's actually pretty special. Because that was my big thing, at least when my old Gixxer 750, especially when I took it to the racetrack and stuff. I had K-Tech suspension. I had aftermarket suspension that was set up for my weight, set up exactly how I wanted it to. Basically being able to get my suspension dialed in for my weight is going to make me a lot more comfortable to ride this bike. Not only long distances, but through corners, especially if I wanted to go a little bit more spirited ride, I can do that because it's set up for my weight. Alrighty, let's get some gas real quick. Yeah, I parked a little too close to the thingamajig. Shouldn't take too much to fill it. It was already pretty decently full to begin with. Alright, that's all it took was $7. Gas being so expensive now, I mean, I'm actually glad to be taking this and not like the C8 Corvette, because man, that would be pretty pricey at this point. Yeah, I wish I had mirrors on this bike. They're coming in from the dealership. When I basically bought the bike, I got them in the deal, but they just haven't come in yet, so I'm having to work this a little bit backwards in regards to being able to enjoy this bike without any mirrors. It's just something I'm not used to. God, this bike feels so good though. Oh man. So originally I'm using the quad lock for my phone and stuff. This is actually the first time I'm actually like really using it, so I'm a little nervous it's gonna fall off, but I mean, so many people have trusted it, so I'm very sure that it's not gonna go anywhere. It's still a little nerve-wracking because I'm like ready to try to catch it in case it falls off, but it shouldn't go anywhere. And I'm using my Galaxy Fold 7 with it, so I was actually considering, hey, I could unfold this phone and I have a bigger screen, but honestly this works perfectly for what I needed to, being able to see exactly where I'm at. Oh, that's a nice Corvette. That's looking pretty cool. Nice Z06. So this will be my first time going to UsedBikesDirect. They have a cool setup there from what I remember, at least like seeing in the pictures and stuff, so kind of curious to see how it's all set up. Alright, which way is it telling me to go? This is a bumpy turn to try to go through. Oh, there is a biker. Cool. So we're going to be getting to this a little bit late, not a little late, I mean, because it goes from 11 to 3 and right now it's 11:35. So I get there like probably prime time that it's actually going on. It's stupid little things like where do I park and stuff like that I start worrying about. Is like, oh, I don't want to park somewhere I'm not supposed to, or I know it's so dumb, but it's one of those, if you're like me and you've never like really gone to these things, or it's like your first time going to these things, those are random little things that you think about. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's thought and that kind of stuff. It's just been something I'm like thinking about, is like, where do I park, who am I going to talk to, all these kind of different things. So yeah, this is going to be a very new experience. I think I got the motorcycle people behind me. Another biker right there. Check that out. Oh, there we go. Let's see if I can catch up to the other guys over there real quick. Guys can like do pretty good freaking wheelies, that's for damn sure. Check that out, guys. That's pretty freaking cool. Wow, check out all these freaking bikes. That's super cool. So busy with everybody freaking being in here. Just got to figure out where the heck I'm going to be parking, because it is busy as hell. I'm going to park right here. I haven't had to like do bike parking in like forever. You tell I'm freaking new. Yeah, it's kind of a little overwhelming. Oh, check out this Ducati. The beautiful blue, the V4 Ducati. It says Panigale Lamborghini on it. It can't be a Lamborghini one. It's still pretty cool. Just so many bikes. Got a stretched out R1M. That's pretty cool. CBR 600, Gixxer, all sorts of different bikes. Alright, let's get off this bike and get it set up with the other camera and kind of walk around. So one of the first things I can try to figure out is at least where they're going to be doing the actual suspension tuning while I'm here. Check out the matching bikes with the Porsche. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's another one in S1000. That's pretty cool. There's so much going on here. Oh my gosh. There's literally so much going on here. I don't even know where to start. And like all the bikes here, there's got to be like at least 300 bikes that are here. We got FastLaneD gang over there. Super busy there. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to talk to any of the YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm just a small peen compared to those guys. But we can definitely check out all the bikes and everything. Some of these bikes are really nicely set up. I kind of wish I had gotten here earlier, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. But you got some beautiful bikes. 2025 Panigale Ducati V4S. Beautiful stuff. Another V4 right there. FastLaneD's beautiful Fireblade. And his freaking H2 also. That H2 looks awesome.
I've seen it on video, but in person, that's
in person, it makes a huge difference.
man.
What do we got here? Another Ducati V4. Beautiful. Like it. Beautiful Acura exhaust on it. It is so busy and hectic here, guys. Like, this is just insane. Dude, it is crazy.
It's crazy, like, for all these people to be in Texas with this many bikes is crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, like, I just got my bike literally a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of bike you got?
I got a BMW S1000.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh. Bro, he said he got his bike last week. You did?
I did.
What kind of bike is it? CBR 1000?
No.
What you got?
It's an S1000.
An S1000?
Yeah, BMW. Yeah.
BMW. He got a nice head.
Yeah, no, it worked out. I've been out of the riding game for 4 years.
Really?
And then just got a bike last week.
So what made you just get back in there?
Well, for the most part, I had gained like a lot of weight. So I was really heavy. I was like 350 pounds. And so I couldn't,
really?
yeah, so I couldn't ride or anything like that. Yeah, I lost 120, 130 pounds just so I could get back into riding.
Wow.
So that's what's up kind of deal. So yeah.
And you back on the bike now?
I'm back on the bike, and it's just like, it's like riding the bike. That's for sure.
It really is.
Yeah, so I used to go to the track and everything. So, oh yeah, I was really into it. But when I got heavy, I mean, I couldn't ride like that anymore. It's not the same thing. So getting back into it, oh man, like I did a few like YouTube videos and stuff like that already that I'm putting together.
Yeah.
And like I'm so happy to be.
You can tell the difference.
Oh, it tells a huge difference. Huge difference. What was your name?
Jay.
Jay? I'm Carlos.
Carlos.
Nice to meet you, man.
Sure, you
what was your name?
Money.
Kimani?
Yeah,
sir.
YouTube?
Nice. Yeah.
Put your YouTube in. That's what we do on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Definitely, we're gonna have vlogging and everything.
Yeah, New Horizon Speed is mine.
Got you in there.
Yeah, I'll follow you back. Well,
All right. It's Oh Yeah Jew. Look just like that. Oh Yeah Jew. You go see that bike in there.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Stay safe.
So yeah, you too, man. It's nice meeting you too, man. It's nice meeting you. Yeah.
Hope we see each other again.
Yeah, for sure. I'm in line waiting to speak to Dylan. It's funny because he was one of those people that like inspired me really to get back into the riding. So I'm looking forward. I'm a little nervous, you can call it starstruck a little bit. I mean, compared to him, like I'm just a lowly little YouTuber. So no, being able to talk to him and stuff like that would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, bro, I love it. got you, bro. It's a game changer. You too, man.
How you doing, man? I'm
Carlos.
Carlos.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I gotta tell you, you've been an inspiration for me.
Hell yeah.
So I got a YouTube channel also, but it's much smaller. I'm like,
hey, bro, we've all been there.
Yeah, but I came from doing the car scene, and just recently just got my motorcycle and everything. So a BMW S1000. So I just really loving it. So I appreciate everything, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I appreciate you watching, man.
Yeah, for sure. You're like the first person, like when I was trying to get back into the motorcycle scene and everything, like you were inspiration. So I'm a little starstruck right now.
Bro. No, you're good. That's cool as hell, man.
Yeah.
I say just keep going.
Yeah,
keep doing your thing, dude.
For sure. No, I appreciate it. So, but
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Let's go get the Osmo out.
Yeah, dude, I saw you got the same camera too, so I was like, oh yeah, that stuff works.
Gimbal kind of annoys me sometimes, like it's kind of like tilted and all.
Yeah.
But it's nice and compact.
It's compact, and you get the good slow-mo shots that you can get like right in there and stuff like that. So Mako does all your edits and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, you do a phenomenal job with all the edits, man. I'm so impressed. I'm trying to do all my edits, and it is a challenge. Yeah, so no, I appreciate it. So yeah, talk to Dylan. He's a cool guy. I mean, I know he's got a long line of people that are all just waiting to meet him. So the fact that he's like meeting his fans and all that kind of stuff, I mean, that's pretty freaking cool. I think this is to where you can get your bike and like your suspension tuned. Hey, is this the spot to get your suspension tuned?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the line.
That's the line for it? All right.
It took him longer to get his bags on and off than it took to do his suspension.
Gotcha. Let's go get the bike and get in line. The next bike going in to get the tune done. Got a CBR right here, and then the S1000 is ready to go after that. So we got Eugene here that is going to be the suspension guy. He's a suspension expert. He's going to be taking care of getting this BMW S1000 all dialed in. Dude, I am so excited to get this bike at a point where it's going to be handling and everything perfectly.
GP shift?
Yeah, GP shift. Sorry. Sorry, I should have mentioned that before.
You're just fine.
Alrighty.
We're going to start off getting the bike balanced for your weight, for your riding style.
Perfect.
So what we do is we set the preload.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be within the middle third of the stroke.
Yep.
That way when you're accelerating, the bike isn't lifting too much.
Okay.
When you're braking, it's not over diving.
Perfect.
So we do that front and rear. And then once we find that spot, we're going to tweak it a little bit. If you want to be more aggressive for your aggressive riding on the street or track, we'll dial in even further, a little bit stiffer. If you want more of a comfort feeling, we can soften it up just a little bit.
Gotcha, perfect. Yeah, I'm more of a track rider anyway, so that works for me.
Track rider and you ride on street.
Track rider and ride on the street, yeah.
So I do what's called a sport tune.
Okay.
It's right in between a track and street.
Okay, perfect.
So it's a good healthy medium.
Yep.
You'll feel a little bit more bumps, but the bike will stay absolutely planted through.
That's what I'm looking for, is more planted in the corners and stuff like that. So before getting this bike, I actually had a hiatus I didn't actually ride for like 4 years.
Okay.
But then I did track days and all that kind of stuff beforehand. So I'm trying to get back into it with this bike.
Awesome.
So
perfect bike for it.
Yeah. So
then we'll from there.
Okay.
We'll set your damping, your rebound and compression.
Okay.
And make sure the bike's fully dialed in for you.
Perfect.
So let me go ahead and get my measurement set up.
Okay, cool.
Then we'll have you hop on the bike and set it.
Man, I can't tell you how hard it is to find like a good suspension guy. So I was just like, you know what?
So when I was racing, I had the same problem. I got into this because Dave Moss wasn't in Texas. Wasn't in Idaho or Utah where I was racing.
Right.
And I learned this and realized no one else, they ride my bike and be like, oh my gosh.
See, it's funny you say that, because I'm originally from Florida, and I had a suspension guy in Florida that I trusted to do track day type suspension work. And then when I moved over here, I lost that. And I was like, man, if I get this bike, I'm gonna have to try to research who to find and trust with doing that, or I was gonna do it myself. And I was like, that's gonna be a huge learning curve trying to figure that out myself.
Fortunate with the race background,
yeah.
Just the networking, I've hard to do any marketing. I do 5 to 10 dispensers a week.
Yeah.
It's just, it's needed.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, like on I had a GSXR 750, but I had K-Tech suspension on it, and I was like, that's what I used on it. It was great.
My race bike's K-Tech.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can lift the bike over here.
Mm-hmm.
You need to lift the
oh yeah. So we're lifting the bike up to.
Thank you to the vendors that came out today. We really appreciate all of you guys.
Okay.
Especially we want to point out our vendor for today.
So what this does, it hits us our 0 point.
Yep.
Sag, and then we're going to compress the bike.
Okay.
A static sag.
Yep.
Right now we can see where the bike is sitting.
Okay.
Then we'll do a rider sag.
Okay.
And then with the rider sag, we're actually getting in-between measurement. When you first sit on the bike, there's a little bit of stiction. So you're not going to fully compress the fork. We're going to take a measurement while it's uncompressed, and then we kind of bounce on it.
Right.
What we're looking for is the number in between.
Gotcha.
So when you're riding, that's what the bike will actually be.
Okay.
So go ahead and take a seat on the bike.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
So I could already tell you're too stiff.
Yeah, that's how it's been feeling. It's too stiff. And I was like,
Oh, so a little secret with this too.
yep.
You have electronic adjustable damping.
Okay.
With the bike off, it actually locks the suspension.
Oh, really?
Try to compress it. See how it doesn't move at all?
Yeah.
So it does that for when you're trailering the bike. It compresses the forks without actually having to put a whole bunch of load on the spring.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not see. Like I said, I just got this bike a week ago. I'm still learning this bike.
So turn the key on and then do the same thing.
Let's see. Got to get my key out. Got to give it a second, I guess.
Go ahead and do it. So you're just stiff in general.
Yeah. No, it's super stiff. That was like going in a corner. I'm just like, this is.
So turning the bike on, you gained about 5 millimeters.
Really?
Yes, but you're still too stiff.
Yeah.
That's on the preload side.
Yeah, gotcha,
So
gotcha.
we'll go ahead and take care of that.
Okay. So what do you need me to do?
You can go ahead and hop up.
Okay. Dude, getting the suspension done by an expert makes such a freaking big difference. I'm so excited to be able to, because the bike's been stiff, and I haven't really said that too much, but I'm just glad that it's not just me. Like somebody else is just like saying, yeah, it's really stiff. I'm like, yeah.
And it's not just a feeling, we're actually getting data. We're measuring it,
Yeah.
quantifying, and we know where the healthy range is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours is stiffer than I would set up any racer for the track by about 10 millimeters.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and zero it out one more time.
Okay. So lifting on the bike?
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, I can already tell it's going to be better. Sit on the bike.
Okay.
Way closer to a healthy range.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and compress it. So you're about 8 millimeters softer than you were before. You're still stiff.
I'm still stiff, but it's a lot better. I could already tell from just the beginning of that.
So we'll go ahead and do the preload on the rear next.
Okay. So now we're setting the preload on the rear. So it's taking care of the front. Now the back needs to get done so it's all equalized. Ooh,
So your rear is healthier.
that rear feels way different already, bro. I can just feel it.
A lot of that's because the front's changed.
Yeah.
The overall bike feels different.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you go ahead and hop up. We're pretty close.
Definitely much better.
So you still have a very stiff setup.
Yep.
because you want to be aggressive.
Yeah.
But you're right in between what I was set up a track guy for, and someone that's wanting to do twisties in the streets.
Yep.
So do me a favor, we'll try this. You have the electronic adjustable damping. I turn your key off when I'm killing the battery. Do you want me to put in some custom settings?
Yeah, could you please?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you have the dynamic mode, you have the race
all
mode,
of them.
but we can put a custom mode for where I feel your speed for question.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. That'll work perfectly.
You have to remember how to.
You're good. You're good, man.
I don't do this very often.
Yeah, like I said, like this bike is so new to me. I'm still just learning the fact that it's got different race modes that I can actually set up the for the track. But it's like having that preload and everything kind of already done to my weight. That was my big thing.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. It was all the way on the bottom. That's why.
Good. It's different than mine. Way different. I'm gonna need that video so I can remember how to get.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Alrighty. Knee suspension.
There we go.
All right. So let's see how the bike feels. The damping on the front, it's tied in. It's compression and rebound are together. So you move one, you move both.
Yeah.
The rear is separate. Let's see where you're at. It's actually not bad. I'm going to soften you up just a little bit.
Okay. Dude, I did not know it had electronic freaking like dampening. I was like, man.
Fully adjustable.
Yeah.
That feels better. Feels like it actually has some room to move.
Yeah.
So let's see how the rear feels. Definitely needs more rebound. Not enough rebound.
Yep.
I'm gonna adjust that first. It's too springy.
All right, finishing up the actual suspension work.
We got the rebound set, now the rear compression.
Okay.
That's too stiff. You gotta be a really fast track guy to really handle that.
Yeah. That's not me.
That's much more surprise. So now, here, go ahead and ride it. Any further adjustments, we'll dial it in until it's perfect.
Okay.
The faster you go, the more you'll feel it.
Okay.
You'll feel it right away.
Yeah.
But the more you push it, the more you'll actually experience it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let the bike run for a second.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead with Tristan. He'll take care of you. And then come back and take it for a ride.
Hey man, I appreciate it. This was, if I could get a nod, this has been awesome. I needed this suspension work and I thought I was gonna have to like spend like weeks, months trying to find like a suspension guy, but this worked out. So do you got a website or anything like that?
I do. Hero Moto DFW.
Hero Moto DFW. If you need your suspension work done here in the DFW area, this is the guy that can do it. So thanks.
See you guys soon.
Yeah, thanks. So alrighty guys, so a pretty freaking cool turnout with this bike meetup, and I'm just so glad that I was able to come here. Check out this room for like their actual warehouse. That it's not even a warehouse, it's just a freaking place that you can chill. They have different things like freaking TVs set up with like video games and everything. Like, it's just freaking cool in here. I've never been in here, and I am totally for the vibe that is going on. You have some beautiful bikes in here, so definitely check it out. It's UsedBikesDirect. If you haven't been ever here and you live in the DFW area, definitely check it out. Total props to the entire team that has put this all together. I'm like really blown away. They did like such a phenomenal job, and yeah. So the suspension is all done on the bike. I'm in here enjoying the AC, like, because it's kind of hot outside, especially if you're wearing a full jacket. But yeah, the suspension is all fully dialed in. I can already feel a huge difference. The bike was actually set up way too stiff. for my weight and everything. It was like just set up really, really bad. And it's just one of those things. That's why the suspension tuning is just so critical. Like, you just can feel the bike more, and I'm looking forward to being able to experience that in a little quick ride. I'll do a quick ride as I'm getting ready to get out of here and tell you guys how it feels with the suspension. On a quick side note, I'm kind of a little disappointed. I did miss the stunt rider group that they had here. I originally was hoping I could see one of their shows, but the suspension kind of took a little bit longer than expected, which is okay. I mean, there was a big line because a whole bunch of people wanted to get their suspension done. So I missed out on that, but still a lot of cool things. I talked to quite a few different people. Like, I should have asked for people's Instagram so I could like kind of meet up with some of them, but yeah, I was in the thick of things and just didn't even think about it. So there'll be more times that I can like find people to ride with. Again, if you're watching this video and you're from the DFW area, definitely hit up my Instagram or comment below on the video and let me know if you want to go riding together, because you know, it is a lot of fun, but it's way more fun when you have friends. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the last little bit here, and then we are gonna get headed back on the road. We are getting ready to go. I am super excited to see how this suspension feels now that it's been dialed in. I was really glad that I was able to meet Dylan, really chill, cool guy. And everybody on the FastLaneD gang that was there. I talked to a few people from there. And they were all pretty cool and chill. So that's the kind of vibe that I'm like totally going for. So it's freaking awesome. All right, let's see how the suspension feels. I can already feel that it's so much freaking smoother. It was so stiff before that I could barely, like, I felt like every single bump. Now the actual front feels a lot looser. In a good way. It feels like I get a lot more feel instead of it just being so so harsh. Oh yeah, no, this is much better already. Can tell it is well worth getting the tuning suspension done. Highways already, like, I can tell it's much smoother. That suspension, man, it works so good. I just wish I had some curves to like really test it out. I'll have to do a future video where I talk about it a little bit more after I get my my feet more involved and after I get a little bit more ride time in here. But I can already tell this is a massive difference. And it feels just so much crisper in regards to like the smoothness, but being able to be more responsive. Like the bike is talking to me rather than me just on the bike hopping around. And that's what it kind of felt like before. But in any case, this has been a really fun, good day. I was nervous, probably over nothing at this point, but didn't necessarily make any kind of new friends, but I did meet an idol in regards to like FastLaneD, in regards to like, and being able to talk to him for like the little bit that I did and getting the suspension tuned. It's all been a pretty good day. So I think with that, I think that's gonna wrap up this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please check out any of my other videos, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.